Hey guys, welcome back to some more World of Warships. Today we're playing the San Martin in a one take, so we're just gonna play this live and see how I can do here. This is gonna be a bit of a tricky game. There's a midway here, as well as double Nebraska we're gonna have to deal with. So, a little rough, also a submarine, but the San Martin has decent tools, I would say. Oh my goodness, this poor Holland. Wow, poor guy. AA destroyers. That's very good. So, San Martin, what is this thing? Well, we had it a little while ago come through to the tech tree. That's kind of why I wanted to take a look at it. I want to keep these one takes up to date on tech tree ships, as well as any interesting new premiums, especially for coal, steel, research bureau, that kind of thing. So this ship is a weird one. We definitely need to be using these combat instructions. That's the only way we're actually going to have a reasonable cooldown on any of our consumables. And it's really powerful when you get it working, but it's going to be pretty difficult this game, I think, for us to get it really functioning quite well. Yeah, this midway really wants this Holland. Oh my goodness. Don't worry, guys. Carriers don't just focus one target at a time. It's fine. Fine. We do have torpedoes. Very nice to have. And then, of course, we do have the ASWs. I'm actually lit here. Do I take the radar? Why not? Sure. All right. So, AP only as a cruiser. Oh, way overlet him. AP only as a cruiser is a little awkward, simply because into these DDs with this radar, it's really difficult to get a lot of damage. It doesn't have the Minotaur short fuses, pen angles, or it has some pen angles, but not the short fuses. It's not going to get nearly as much damage as you'd like in. We're just going to hang out here for a little bit. I don't want to push around this corner into a Bourgogne or Nebraska, for example. Plane's coming in, unfortunate. Hey, thank you, Midway. Appreciate it. Although he might be able to get over that. So let's see if we can't reverse here a little bit. There we go. Getting our buff going. And we do survive it. Very nice. And there's a Smolensk here too. Wow. So you can see it doesn't take too long to get this buff. But I do think we actually miss out on it here. Just barely. But that's what we need to get these heals off. And that's really what you're going to be looking for a lot of the time with this ship, is ways to always have this buff at least ready. Even if you don't have it available to you all the time, you just need to be looking for opportunities to get it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to pop your heal or something like that. Maybe your radar if you really want to get a radar again. And then you're going to use your combat instructions to get it back in like 30 seconds or so. And then you're going to have to redo the whole process to get this back. Our Bourgogne's having some trouble. Although so is theirs. See, unfortunately, our radar is down for quite some time here. Midway's still going after the poor Holland. Yikes. Poor guy. So I would really like to push up here. Petro might have a radar for this Smolensk. That would be kind of cool. But let's see if we can't hopefully finish off this Bourgogne. Oh, there is a radar. Let's go. Smolensk time. We actually have decent pen, even though these are like 150s. And the pen angles should help us here. Yes, sir. Triple sit. That's what I'm talking about. Another one. Yep. And blind shots. Get our hydro going. Another one. And that should finish them off. There we go. A very nice start there. We always like to do that to a Smolensk. And the Bourgogne's down. Unfortunate, we didn't get our buff again. Oh, too bad. That's okay, though. We'll try and get it another time. So now that we've cleared out this flank, we could certainly think about pushing their spawn. Especially if I had this buff available to me. I have no issues with playing this ship a little more open water. It's very, very difficult to take out because of the super heal. It's just hilarious, this thing. You get 5 super heals. So you pretty much can just come back from the dead 5 times in a game, assuming you're actually going to get the cooldown reduced. I enjoy this thing a lot, guys. I'll be honest with you. The line is a little awkward to grind, I would say. But the tier 10, I just have so much fun playing this thing. Our Bismarck is middle. Okay. Yeah, I think we're okay to actually push spawn a little bit. I wouldn't mind catching this midway. That's actually pretty unlikely if he's going to turn there. Des Moines coming back. Nice to see. Gonna angle into us, that's fine. But like I said, the AP here isn't too bad. But it would be, I mean, obviously it'd be nice to have the high explosive. But the AP here, it's passable. You do struggle a little bit against lightly armored targets like DDs. And then when people angle, you don't get the best damage into them. Oh, there's an Asashio right here. Terrifying. Let's finish off the Des Moines. I think our Haruguma is going to do just fine here. AA sector. Look at that. Citadeling at Des Moines at 9 kilometers. The pen isn't bad, guys. The pen is not bad at all. Nice work, Haruguma. Looks to be a bit of a blowout here. But I love that I have a cruiser like this one that I can just play aggressively. Thanks to this stupid buff that I still haven't acquired. Still haven't got it, but maybe on this Nebraska. I know I'm going broadside here, but we'll start kiting. Ooh, a smoke from our guy. Let's go. Not really gonna help us out too much, actually. I appreciate the effort though, or the thought. But we're okay. So, use the heal and see how that just allows us to come back from a lot of damage. And then, once the heal's used up, that's when we're actually going to pop our booster. So this is the whole idea behind this ship, by the way. So, 2 minutes, 50-second reload on that heal? I don't think so. 25 seconds, it'll be back. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. You know, we didn't quite fully get to use it, but the other thing about this ship is it heals back so much AP, full pen damage, Citadel damage, that you can actually make use of these heals. It's one of the critiques I have for something like a Salem. The Salem has super heals, but it doesn't heal back very much permanent damage, or heavy damage, I guess is the right term for it. So that's a lot of Citadel damage, that kind of thing, torpedoes. So you actually don't actually get that much value out of the heal in a Salem, surprisingly. You get like 2, I think. 2 full ones is pretty typical. The third is still a decent heal, but really it's that 4th heal really you can't get much out of a lot of the time. Unless you get ramped. I guess that's the option. So there we go. Now we gotta wait for this buff to come back again. Gotta farm it up. So that's kind of the pain point here. I do think this ship is very strong, but if you're not great at managing this buff or playing aggressive enough to get this buff a lot of the time, it's gonna be a bit of a difficult ship to play, I think. Because the ship is gonna feel very weak if you're not getting this buff. Are these torps gonna run out? They did. Nice. Sector RAA again. The AA is surprisingly okay here. Not, like, amazing, but it's okay. I should probably use a Hydro. Yep. Nearly used that too late. Bow in DDs. Oh, okay. Dispersion. Nice. Petra with the AA, or the HE. Thank you very much. Schlieffen and a midway to deal with, huh? No, he's going the other way! Oh no. That's so sad. We missed our buff again, guys. It's hard, man. Even if I'm pushing aggressive like this, hard to always get it. But 108k here isn't too bad. It's just a fun ship to be aggressive in, is the really main idea here. I think if you're someone who struggles with playing aggressive, this might not be the ship for you. If you want to try and get into it, play aggressive cruisers, that kind of thing, could be a fun ship to pick up. But definitely not the easiest thing to play in the world. But I enjoy it a lot because it's a cruiser that's aggressive, you know? We're kind of, I don't know about leading the pack, but I mean, it's not often you just push the enemy's spawn, and that's actually an okay idea, right? This one was more of a blowout, though, to be fair. But I love it. I love it. What else can I tell you guys about this ship while we wait for this game to end? You can slot defensive fire. As we all know, that's not the most useful thing in the world. This rear turret being 360 is really nice. I think some of the front turrets are, too. Yeah. The triple gun mount turrets are 360 turrets. That's quite nice. Although the turret traverse is pretty fine. The armor's not amazing. You're still kind of a light cruiser armor-wise. So you do have to be a little careful. But the heal, man. The heal just saved you. Yeah, 25, 30. It's like a Worcester. It looks like a Worcester. It's kind of a Worcester. Although, you have a bigger citadel. It runs for more of the ship. The Worcester has this weird gimmick that the rear of the citadel is just underwater for some reason. And you can see that kind of right here, how it just ends. And then we pull back some armor. And then, for whatever reason, these two turrets, it's underwater. So it allows you to kind of poke out from islands, reversing at people. And you're just pretty much guaranteed to not eat citadels. It's kind of hilarious. Where's my San Martin? There we go. But this one does not have that. Pretty vulnerable citadel. It's above water, so you do have to be a little bit careful with this thing. But if you're staying angled, you're probably not going to get dev struck, and they really do need to dev strike you to take you out. The super heal is just going to bring you back, even if you take multiple citadels. Here's the build that I'm running. Not sure about taking both of these. That seems like a little overkill, but what else are you going to really take, right? Maybe I should, instead of priority target, maybe I should take fill the tubes? Maybe? Or maybe consumables enhancements? It's probably consumables enhancements. I'll fix that right now, actually. Something like that, I think, is a decent build. You could try and go a lighthouse thing with this ship, but I really do value the conceal here. 9.1 kilometers, giving you that radar. Nearly the same as your detect. So it's almost a spotted radar system, which is always fun to fight against if you're a destroyer. I like this thing, man. I really do. All right, let's go for our second game here in this one take. No cuts, no edits. That's the whole point of this series. It's a little interesting. It's nice to have that option as a video creator to cut out bad games or not interesting parts. But I do think the one takes have some value because of that. It allows you guys to see just a real look at all these ships. And that's why I want to have most of the tier 10s done with this series. It kind of gives you a little more realistic look at them, and if you want to grind towards them. Some of them didn't go particularly well, though, I will say. Some of the ships do play a little better than some of these videos have shown in the past, but this one seems okay so far. Unfortunate to get a blowout in the first one. And I was also going to say, unfortunate to see a CV and a submarine in the last one, and we just get even worse. Yikes. I haven't mentioned it, but depth charge airstrikes. Poor Hindenburg, man. I can't believe there's some higher tier heavy cruisers that don't get these. It's ridiculous. But yeah, you get them here. 8-kilometer ASWs, allowing you to hopefully deal with the submarines a little easier. Still difficult, of course, but it does help that you don't have to rush over their head and then drop depth charges on them. And that's basically where they're strongest. It's like rushing a firing line. The only way to counter them is to go right at them, and then they're best at shotgunning you. Seems suicidal, doesn't it? This game we want to go south. Petro spawned north, so we kind of want to spread out the cruiser power on our team here if we can. Radars, that kind of thing. Help our guys out in the south here. Might push towards C, get a little more aggressive there. Depending on how this goes... Oh, nice! I don't get spotted early. I like to push towards islands early. As you guys know, I want to push up and play the game. But if the carrier is going to spot me out early before I can even get to those islands or some sort of cover, and then everyone shoots at me, all the long-range battleships, you want to have the option to turn out. Get angled, kited away. You don't want to get stuck bow in, that kind of thing for perma-spotting. Look at our Marceau go. Either he's going to play aggressive here, which would be really cool, or he's leaving this flank, in which case that sucks for us. How much? Oh, he missed. Nice. Not the best AA damage there. 2 planes shot down. That's not great. And I don't want to sit on this island, by the way. That's another thing. I'm going up to this island simply to get a nice turn out in. We can turn using this island, and then obviously they can't hit my broadside here. And then I can start kiting a little bit. They have quite a bit here, and we've lost our DD already, right? Not lost in the sense that he's sunk, but like he's left this flank wide open, you know? That's kind of a sad thing to see. Submarine here already. Can't reach, unfortunately. So, pop a Hydro real quick. Angled battleship. Ohio with the overmatch. Not particularly interested in that at the moment. Okay, now we actually have lost that Marceau. Okay, that's not good. Oh, they're just going to kite over here, man. I hope my team just doesn't YOLO push into them. Passive play here, certainly, but you do have to do... Oops. Oh, I'm not looking for you. Sorry about that, guys. You do have to be careful as a cruiser early on in some of these games. These planes go down. Can I get an angle for this Moskva? Say hi? Hope I didn't miss someone in last game. Nope, can't get there. Druid middle, there's Shima. I might try to push middle a little more. Tricky start. Oof, Thunder went down real fast. Right there. Oh, doesn't stay lit. Okay. How do we play this, man? Maybe our team's gonna get that Conqueror? It can be very difficult. Very, very difficult playing a cruiser at tier 10 these days, especially with carriers double sub. That is very hard. People just play really far back then, you know? Oh, it shot at us. Someone way down there. Okay. This can hurt. Wow, that hurt more than I thought, but it definitely hurt. Is there any room to play here? I think so. Oh, that's for me. That sucks. Thought that would have gone for a battleship. Alright, well, we gotta use a heal. Bad days, guys.
taking on water quickly.
But hey, do heal a little bit here.
Problem solved, sir.
Don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, guys. Don't know what to do. This is brutal. We're spotted. We can probably try a radar.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Or is it the sub spotting us and we can't do anything against that?
Torpedoes to starboard.
Unfortunate.
Torpedoes astern.
Wow, we are very broadside to that Ohio. Nice, lava shot. Okay, time to go. Time to go. That's what I was waiting for.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Terrifying.
Enemy submarine in sight.
Could always get his rear turret, I suppose. But hoping he doesn't just like randomly triple sit us. That'd be sad. Nice. We even get very lucky to not eat any citadels there. No one to go after continuously, unfortunately, here. So we gotta wait a minute 40 for this buff. Thanks. This lava might give us an opportunity. Sector the AA. Gotta lead a little more for this lava. There we go. Okay. Tricky game, guys. Sorry I'm not talking too much. I'm kind of trying to just focus on not dying to the crossfires and stuff. Oh, that's bad. How did he get there, man? Now I'm broadside to a Slava. Pretty bad. Guess he didn't shoot me. Can we go dark, please? Really? You doing that much to my angled ship? For real? Oh, there's a carrier here. Never mind. Alright, fun game.
Main turret critically damaged.
Fun video game.
Problem solved, sir. Main turret
Die!
damaged.
Die! Please! Wow. Okay. I don't know how we're alive. Guess I should have popped. I didn't realize I actually got my buff. I was trying really hard to ignore the game and all the pain that it was causing me. I've only played 2 games. Oh, that's usually my strategy though. If I'm streaming or something like that, and I'm trying to make it to a reasonable stream length, it's like, okay, just try and ignore the game. Don't think about it. Oh my goodness. And then I did that, and I forgot I had my buff, so we would have lived there a little easier if I had realized that again. Weird games, man. But that's random battles. Not to be too much of a downer, I hope, but random battles are just terrible these days. The way things are. Submarines, carriers, that kind of thing. And then because of that, people have seemed to learn to play quite passive, you know? It's difficult. It makes the game really difficult to play. And yeah, I played passive this game, but I mean, I was pretty close to the caps a lot of this game, wasn't I? And obviously, a bit of a target as well in this one. I don't know. I don't know the solution, but it's not a very great experience in the random battle queue these days. I think we can all agree on that. Now we're going to rush in Ohio to try and get a little action in this second game for you. Probably a bad idea, but hey, we're going to do it. Well, that's not let enough, is it? Nope. Come on. Give me that buff. Actually, well, he's dead, so I actually don't need it right now. Oh, never mind. We definitely need it.
Torpedoes to port. Torpedoes dead ahead. Torpedoes
Okay.
to starboard.
Maybe wasted it, but I did not want to die to the sub there. That's really annoying to deal with. We can get another buff off of GK. That's a much less threatening target. Let's pop a hydro. See if we can't find this submarine. ASW's here on the ready. You could think about range mod. I don't really like it, simply because this ship is so hard to lead the shells at these longer ranges anyway. Turn away. Don't want to get shotgunned. Alright, let's try and farm our buff off this GK. And another hit. Flash damage. Disappointing.
Enemy submarine spotted.
There he is again.
Our victory is in sight.
Nice. Got the buff. Die. Nice. Good work, team.
Is taking the lead.
That's fun. And now we have our buff again. So it can be farmed reasonably well. I think some matches will be easier than others. I think we got two kind of odd matches for this ship. One of them just being a blowout makes it just a little hard to play, obviously. And then this one, carrier double sub like that, also makes it very difficult to play. So we've got a Monty here. Reasonably broadside. Trying to rack up a little damage to make this a little more respectable. I don't know, let me know what you guys think. Not really sure. I don't want to just complain in these videos, and that's where my mood has gone instantly in this match. Play ranked, guys. Ranked has been a pretty good time, especially if you get yourself into tier 10 or tier 9 ranked. Then really all you have to deal with is the odd hybrid ship. Unfortunately, people are still bringing those in, but it can be a pretty good time. Tier 9, of course, you don't have to deal with carriers or the subs because they skip tiers. Not too worried about a Hindenburg here. Just want to help finish off this Monty. The AP damage is all right.
The ship is on fire.
If we were a little closer, we could kind of guarantee some more hits into his upper belt. That's where we're going to do the most damage. Turning the turrets for me or not? Doesn't look like it. Interesting. Okay, 124. That's okay. That's okay. Random battles. San Martin it's a lot of fun, man. It still is a lot of fun. You know, we got to not here. We managed to live. I don't think many other light cruisers live that situation. How on earth are we top score? That was a terrible match for me. What? I guess that's random battles these days. 124? Really? Wow. They really got to do something about random battles, man. It is just atrocious. The build, of course, we looked at a little earlier. But yeah, it's a fun ship. I really enjoy it, actually. The AP is surprisingly good. Although, of course, it doesn't have the consistency of high explosive, that kind of thing. You do have to look for the flanks to make use of it, which you can definitely do because this ship is reasonably tanky, I'd say. But that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. San Martin is definitely one, if you're comfortable with the game and cruisers, it's a very interesting ship. So if you're looking for an interesting ship to get at tier 10, this would definitely be one of them. It doesn't really play like anything else, I would say, which is cool. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.